kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Horned Frogs offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Runs through a tackle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field.
Turning it on! The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's not interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for space. It's Abraham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, and makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of him.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The give to the single back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The play action fake. Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Spins away from the defense. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the toss. Got a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to Iowa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. The sure hands. It's Abraham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Toss sweep to the right. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the ground with the counter. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys, and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You can see the little misdirection. The defense created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw.
And he's got a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sims. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They bring the punter onto the field now. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. They'll immediately call timeout. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quick handoff. On the move at the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters of football there today in Vegas. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Hit as he throws. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Caught over the middle. It's Abraham. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up 14 over Western Kentucky. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Cameron. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He's got him. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's open on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Abraham. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. On the run, it's Abraham. Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job on the defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Looking for a man. It's Cameron. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a completion, not a first down, but effective to give the punt team some space. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the TC offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Canty. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Abraham. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Offense gets set for second down. Scanning the field is Cameron. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice game on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Here we go, here we go.
handoff. Keep working on that clock. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football.
Makes the grab down the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
We don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defense players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. After this, it'll be a wrap. The give to the tailback. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hicks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Makes the grab. It's hits. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, running back on the move. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand, right in the middle.
There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Let's go. Trying play action. This one's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll try to slam it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football.
Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 6 yards right after they just gained 6. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Throws to the tight end. Finds his open man. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Chong. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's the handoff. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Zings it complete to the right. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking to throw again. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. They're trailing by 10 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Here's a hit. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Breaks the tackle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it. And it'll be a touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got his man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Hicks. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? This time he's got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how... they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On target over the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout called by the offense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
After that last completion, it's second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hicks. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be first and goal.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fit it in the window for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run this play from the pistol. Power football with the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
From the gun on third down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on second down. Got it! Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going for it all. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it past the marker. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Snags it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now, I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wide open, makes the catch. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to safety. The line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. And tackled there by the defense. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Got his man quickly. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and in this situation, trailing late, you know this is going to be the guy they throw the football to. He is one of the best.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Picked off to stop the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on another team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap.
He's going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. The quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious, when he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
And you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field, at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays. And he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and been doing it his whole life.
Zips it out to his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Cincinnati's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They'll try the run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. Slips the tackle, and he's got room. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Got his man all by himself. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
That stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole is.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold on.
What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Bearcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Pulls it in. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll go to the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Running into the open space. There he goes. And they're in for a touchdown. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw on first down.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Breaks into the open. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on first down. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Quarterback keeper. And he bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. They feed him again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the...
Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. The quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
Wants to go up top on first down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Fleming. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the ground, he's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Pulls and fires complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The give to the tailback. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Fleming. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Out of the gun, the inside kid. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lofts one down the sideline. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lining up to convert 3rd down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Keep it on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And a play like that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Defense looks as if it's coming. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the run.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and is picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.